the Holy Pope was integrative. It was not only integrative, he was a humble person. His humility spread across. When he visited Kenya, he did not just sit with the Catholics. He sat with all denominations. And he was able to integrate, to show that when it comes to matters going to heaven, it takes everyone. The root doesn't matter. What matters is being right with God. Honourable Speaker, on behalf of my people, I do eulogize with the Catholics. God. Honourable Speaker, on behalf of my people, I do eulogize with the Catholics and pray that his soul rests in eternal peace. Thank you.
Passaris.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to convey my deep sorrow and profound gratitude as I join the faithfuls around the world in mourning the passing of Pope Francis, a shepherd who led with humility, courage, and boundless love. Pope Francis showed us that faith and conscience are not at odds, but together are a path to authentic discipleship. He reminded us that the heart of the gospel is mercy, justice, and dignity of every person. As someone who believes that conscience is sacred and that love must always be our guide, I found Pope Francis to be a true reflection of Christ's compassion. Today we give thanks to the Almighty for his life, his teaching, and his witness. May his soul rest in eternal embrace of the God we serve so faithfully. May we honor his memory by knowing that love is stronger than judgment and inclusion is deeper than fear. Mr. Speaker, I've seen a lot of people on social media, the ones who have no respect, actually painting a picture that shows that they have no respect for a man who lived with God and ruled over 2 billion people as a spiritual leader. By putting Raila's image and putting Raila in pop clothes, I think that is so disrespectful. I want to tell our Gen Zs out there are those of you who stand for certain values, and we respect you for your values, but do not allow those values to be undermined by those that have no respect. You should have respect for Raila Odinga, and you should have respect for the 2 billion Catholics, and you should have respect for the Pope, who has not even been laid to rest, and you use his death as a mockery. It's something that you should be ashamed of. So let us hold each other with respect and dignity, because if we fail to do that, then you are actually a lost soul. We need to actually honor the people that we have in this world that do good. And Raila Odinga is one of them, and our Pope is another. And there are many others like that. So please, let us have respect and decorum when we are mourning somebody of such high astute and respect across the globe. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Namwar.
Thank you, Speaker. Together with the people of Turkana Central and the Diocese of Lodwar, Honorable Speaker, this is a moment in which we remember the Pope, and together with the Church, in the tremendous things that the Catholic Church has done in Turkana. And during this moment, we send our condolences all over, and together with fellow Kenyans. Honorable Speaker, the life of Pope Francis is akin to the people from the north, those who are pastoralists. And when Pope Francis accepted to take very menial jobs, like being a bouncer, he was able to understand the challenges that people, the human beings, go through. Honorable Speaker, he lived by it. And when Pope was able to travel, even to Asia, to countries in Europe, he was able to identify with the poor. Here in Kenya, when he came, he identified with those who are in the slums. In fact, he advocated for the housing improvement. He even advocated for good neighborliness and love for those who are poor. And he was able to say, those who live in slum areas are able to exhibit the attributes of Jesus. Honorable Speaker, I know this is a time when we are looking for another Pope, but to us, we want somebody who can be able to broker for diplomatic relations, like how Pope Francis did for Cuba and the US. And when he was visiting the Palestinians and even the Arab countries, he was able to identify with the faith of the Islamic religion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Member for Ndia, then Milemba. Ndia, GK.
Honorable Speaker, thank you. I rise to join millions across the globe in mourning the passing on of the Holy Father. Honorable Speaker, the Holy Father was a symbol of humility, peace, and moral authority. Honorable Speaker, the Pope is one man who displayed a life that can inspire us leaders to focus on the common good, on the things that make the lives of our people better. So, Honorable Speaker, I, on behalf of the people of Dia, mourn the passing on of the Holy Father. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this chance. Let me take this opportunity to join the rest of ourselves and yourself to actually stand with all the Christians around the world, especially the Catholics, and say Paul for the loss of Pope Francis. The Catholic Church has been very, very great, and being the first church, it has had a lot of contribution to the world. The Catholic Church is the one that used to actually distribute kings in Europe, and it was actually the overall authority in Europe until when they did agree that it reduces itself to the Vatican, where the Pope now stands as the center of the Catholic Church. Otherwise, the Catholic Church has had a lot of influence, not just in religion, but also in the politics of the world and in Europe. In Kenya here, the Catholic Church has been very great in coming early to establish some of the first schools in this country, including Alliance High School and other schools, which have done very well. And indeed, the Catholic Church was a founder of education before the government went ahead to actually take over education. So on behalf of the people of Emuhaya and the Catholics of Emuhaya, especially Kaliha, where I have a school that is being sponsored by the Catholic Church, I want to actually stand with those Catholics as they mourn the loss of Pope Francis. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Can we end here? For those who profess the Catholic faith, I will be going to the residence of the nuncio to sign the condolence book on Thursday at 9 a.m. You can get in touch with my office to tell you the assemble point, then we can all go together. Even you can come. When your spiritual leader, pastor, will eulogize the same way here. So those who profess the faith and their friends on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pardon? Okay, next order. Before we call the next order, honorable members, allow me to acknowledge Chemilil Sugar School from Horoni, Kisumu, in the public gallery. And in the speaker's gallery, we have a delegation from the Parliament of Ghana. I wish to introduce to you 3 staff from the Parliament of Ghana who are seated in the speaker's gallery. The officers are on a week-long benchmarking visit to Parliament, collaborating with our Directorate of Finance and Accounting to gain insights into best practices in expenditure tracking, resource mobilization, and other critical aspects of public financial management. Honorable members, on my behalf and that of the National Assembly, I welcome them to the House of Parliament and wish them fruitful engagements. In Ghana, they say midase. Thank you. Koyo. Give Koyo the mic. Mayaka, switch off your mic.
Switch off your. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to formally welcome Chamili Sugar School to Parliament. This is a serious school from my constituency. It's unfortunate they didn't arrange with my office, but I want to welcome them and urge them to look at the goings on in Parliament. Many of them aspire to be politicians in future and to be serious Kenyans. So please take care, look at what is happening, and when you go back home, you now learn the ropes of what you intend to be in future, and learn to be responsible Kenyans. You know, I'm there for your help. This is a private school, but I've been of help to them when the company was not doing very well. I've been sponsoring many of them who excel to various secondary schools and high schools. Please feel welcome and thank you.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader. Owen.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Honorable Speaker, if you allow the Honorable Osoro, the Sairo, and to either go out, go to the chamber, and speak from there. They're distracting me. Starting order 1. Thank you.
I allow you to use the Speaker's recess room for your lobbying.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me take that again, Honorable Speaker. The following legal notice. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. A, the following legal notices from the Minister of Environment, Climate Change, and Forestry. Honorable, these are important legal notices that I am taking. 1, legal notice number 62 of 2025 relating to sustainable waste management, extended producer responsibility, amendment number 2, regulations 2025. 2, legal notice number 63 of 2025 relating to environmental management and coordination, water quality, amendment number 2, regulations 2025. Honorable Speaker, these 2 gentlemen here.
Order.
I can't hear.
Order, members. Kimayo, take your seat.
Yes.